obviously we have a great expectation. French industries have been committed, have been pioneering for decades now in the Make in India. There's a lot of good news to expect. We don't look India just as a market. We look India as a partner. We endorse the vision by Prime Minister Modi of Atmanirbhar, Bharat.
आज नए भारत के सामर्थ्य का साक्षी बन रहा है। बेंगलुरु का आसमान आज इस बात की गवाही दे रहा है कि नई ऊंचाई नए भारत की सच्चाई है। आज देश नई ऊंचाइयों को छू भी रहा है और उन्हें पार भी कर रहा है।
You're taking part in this edition of the Aero India. What are your expectations, sir?
Well, obviously we have a great expectation. I'm leading a delegation of French industries, which is we have the largest presence on Aero India. We have obviously the large companies, like Dassault, like Airbus, like Safran, like MBDA, and we also have a great network of more than 30 smaller sized companies, because it's a team and we need to have all the talent to work together with India. And as you know, the French industries have been committed, have been pioneering for decades now in the Make in India, and more doing co-development and of the weapons of the future, because we really believe that we should work together for our strategic autonomy.
Any more deal expected? Anything else?
Well, there are a lot of discussion on many equipment. As you know, the Rafale deal was a very symbolic one, the 36 for the Air Force. It was delivered fully on time. I mean, there's total commitment of French companies to provide the best technology for India, to be perfectly on time in spite of COVID, in spite of everything, and it will be the same in the future. So I think there's a lot of good news to expect.
We can expect anything on marine rafale as well. And,
obviously, we wish for the better. I mean, we've provided a very good offer. It seems that the technical tests in Go have been very positive. So now we feel that we can be hopeful. We don't look India just as a market. We look India as a partner, and we want to work together. We fully understand that India wants to be independent, wants to develop its own industrial base, because that's a path we've been following in my country. So that's really in that spirit that we work. We endorse the vision by Prime Minister Modi of Atmanirbhar, Bharat, and we just not only want to produce in India, but we want to use all the talent to develop, to imagine, to conceive the equipment of the future. We want to be the partner for the next generation of aircraft, for the next generation of submarines, the next generation of helicopters. We feel that's really what the strategic partnership between France and India is about.
Our expectation is to deepen and broaden the partnership between the UK and India. We're doing that already on trade. We're negotiating the FTA. We're doing it on student numbers. India tops the world for student numbers to the UK. And now we want to do it in the defence area. We're already doing that in the armed forces, particularly with the Navy. And now air is going to be fundamental to us.
So Alex, can you talk us about the delegation which has come from the UK?
Sure, we have everything from the biggest, like Rolls-Royce, who are here because they are the world's outstanding producer of aircraft engines and they want to work more closely with the Indian government and companies on that, through to some of our very highly technical small companies. We have probably one of our biggest delegations ever to Aero India because we see huge opportunity in the airspace.
How many companies we can expect?
Well over a dozen, and there are some of which are already doing work with Indian companies, some of which want to do more work with Indian companies. For us, this is all about make in India, design in India. The days of kind of shipping stuff from the UK, they are over. And so they want to develop relationships where they're supporting great Indian companies to develop indigenous Indian solutions.
Last question would be, you being the High Commissioner, a lot of expectation must be there. So what are you expecting out of the Aero India?
What I'm expecting is to have a much closer relationship between Rolls-Royce and some of the absolutely fundamental suppliers of fast jet aircraft in India, and also getting some of our smaller companies to sign up with some of the big Indian companies to support Indian development of Indian products for the world.
Globe Master.
Australia, this was